run some errands. Please tidy up this place. No! Wow! How did you guys do it?
We got cleaners.
Cleaners?
You know it, Dad.
Cleaner, it works.
Coming up next on Plus TV, Plus News. Join our news team for half hour of local and national news. Plus News, informative, balanced, accurate, and current.
Smart is enhancing your mobile experience to keep you connected like never before.
We're rolling out LTE Band 4 to give you faster speeds and upgraded mobile performance. Our service enhancements are rolling out in phases across various key locations. These phased service upgrades are underway, and we're committed to keeping you informed every step of the way. With cutting-edge technology, this powerful boost will increase your internet experience, making downloads, streaming, and browsing smoother and faster. Whether you're at home, on the go, or at work, you'll feel the difference.
So stay tuned for more updates as we continue expanding to give you the best service possible. Because at Smart, we're not just keeping you connected, we've got you covered. Smart, bringing people together.
Explore the great outdoors with Benny's quality and savings.
In the headlines for tonight's newscast, Prime Minister presents $1.7 billion budget for fiscal year 2025-2026. Shan Bauer accuses Lee Mark Chang of voter fraud and mess-up. Fatal road traffic accident claims life in Trial Farm Village. And 4 persons shot at Mother's Day dance in Blackman Eddy. These stories and more coming up next on Plus News. Stay tuned.
Brought to you through the courtesy of Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
Smart is enhancing your mobile experience to keep you connected like never before.
We're rolling out LTE Band 4 to give you faster speeds and upgraded mobile performance. Our service enhancements are rolling out in phases across various key locations. These phased service upgrades are underway, and we're committed to keeping you informed every step of the way. With cutting-edge technology, this powerful boost will increase your internet experience, making downloads, streaming, and browsing smoother and faster. Whether you're at home, on the go, or at work, you'll feel the difference.
So stay tuned for more updates as we continue expanding to give you the best service possible. Because at Smart, we're not just keeping you connected, we've got you covered. Smart, bringing people together.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
Explore the great outdoors with Benny's quality and savings.
Welcome to Plus News for today, Monday, May 12th. I am LJ Wade. A 52-year-old man was killed Saturday night after being hit by an SUV while riding his bicycle on West San Martin Road in Trial Farm Village. Police said at around 9 p.m., they responded to the scene and found the gray Ford Escape with visible front-end damage and a damaged bicycle nearby. Lying motionless on the pavement was Francisco Melendez, a Belizean construction worker of West San Martin Street, who was later pronounced dead at the Northern Regional Hospital. Initial investigations revealed that Anastasio Bermudez was driving the SUV westbound when he collided with the rear wheel of Melendez's bicycle, which was traveling in the same direction. The impact caused fatal injuries, including severe head wounds and a broken leg. ACP Gilberto Romero says that Melendez succumbed to his injuries after being transported to the hospital.
Here on Saturday, the 10th day of May 2025, police responded to a fatal RT at Trial Farm in the Orange District. Upon arrival, they saw a SUV with damages and a damaged bicycle. The SUV was driven by Anastasio Bermudez. Information that he was driving, he hit a bicycle being driven by Francisco Melendez. Melendez was taken for treatment where he succumbed to his injuries. Bermudez is in custody and will be charged.
Our colleagues at CTV3 spoke with the son of Melendez. He says that his father was on his way home to give his wife a Mother's Day gift when they received the news of his passing.
Firstly, my siblings, my brothers and my sisters, they learned through the life that someone was doing, and I didn't know. I was at home, just relaxing, and when my older sister called me and told me the news, it was shocking. It was unbelievable. I had seen my father a few minutes before the incident. I spoke with him. I told him, go home, take care. And he told me likewise. He told me, you take care because you're on a cycle. And I told him, you take care, Dad. I'll see you tomorrow, which I was going to come here, which was yesterday, Sunday. And it was very hard to see him just gone, taken away from us. It is unexplainable, unimaginable pain. My family is taking it very hard at this moment. My dad, he loved his wife, a very hardworking man, and even in his last moment, he thought about my mom. He was coming home, bringing her her Mother's Day gift. And that's the most heart-wrenching part for us. And also the fact that he had told us earlier that day that he was planning to stop working completely, and it will be our turn now to making sure that he and my mom are okay. It hurt us as sons, daughters, everyone that knew my dad. They know that he was a hardworking person. He was always there for the community.
Police are investigating a murder that took place in Belize City last week, Friday, on the 9th of May. According to reports, San Pedro businessman and boat captain Zenedi Pinello visited Belize City to make a purchase for a motorcycle. While on Hunter's Lane, Pinello was ambushed. According to police, they believe that Pinello was lured to his death, and police have since detained 2 persons.
Then on Friday, the 9th of May 2025, police responded to a shooting incident at Hunter's Lane. Upon their arrival, they found the lifeless body of a male person. He was identified as Zenedine Pinello. Information that he went to Hunter's Lane along with another male person to do a business transaction. Thereafter, when he arrived there were 6 other persons there. They attacked him, robbed him, and one of the persons shot him, causing his fatal injuries. We have 2 persons in custody in regards to this murder.
What was the nature of the business they were doing?
He went to do a purchase from a person there. He went there with some cash to do a purchase, and so he was stolen from him was his firearm and some cash.
Are you all able to say how much cash?
We do not know at this time now. Information is so that he was to purchase a motorcycle. That is the information we got. However, we are doing more follow-up to see what the actual transaction was.
Do you all believe that he was led or lured?
Yes, we believe he was led there. When he arrived, there were 6 persons waiting there. These are the persons that attacked him. Yes, we believe he was targeted to be robbed. Yes.
So he had a licensed firearm?
He had a licensed firearm.
Police are also investigating a death in San Pedro that took place over the weekend. According to reports, San Pedro police received reports of someone trespassing on private property. When they arrived at the scene, they met 23-year-old Selvin Seeley. After refusing to leave the scene, Seeley reportedly climbed the tree and had to be taken down by force. ACP Gilberto Romero says that after Seeley was subdued and taken to the police station, Seeley passed out. He was taken to the San Pedro Polyclinic where he succumbed to his injuries. Police say they are awaiting his post-mortem examination results to determine the cause of death.
Okay, this morning, police responded to a report of a male person. Upon their arrival, police saw that the person had climbed a dispute between him and the police. Thereafter, he came down and force had to be used for him to be subdued. He was then taken to custody, taken to the San Pedro station where they noticed that he was in distress and clinic where he succumbed. He was identified as Selvin Seeley, 23 years of San Pedro. We do not know at this time. A post-mortem will be conducted and a thorough investigation will be done to determine his cause of death.
Did the officers, they have to subdue him?
That is correct.
Did the officers by any chance use suppression holes or other things that may have obstructed his respiration?
Yes, he had to be held down, and at some point he was restrained and then taken to the station, and that is when they noticed his condition, he was taken to the clinic.
4 persons were shot over the weekend in Black Man Eddy village in the Cayo district. A local bar in the village was hosting a Mother's Day dance on Saturday night when someone opened fire in the club, hitting 4 persons. Police told us more.
The 10th day of May 2025, around 11:55 p.m., police responded to a shooting incident at Black Man Eddy in Cayo. Upon their arrival, they learned that 4 persons had been shot and taken for treatment. They were identified as Marlene Ho, Derek Gordon, Ashley Veos, and Rosalia Domingo. Information is that they were at a bar when a male person came there and fired a shot from a shotgun, causing their injuries. They have been treated, 3 have been released, and 1 remains at the hospital in stable condition. Investigation into this report continues.
Sir, do you all have any idea of what the motive may have been?
We do not know at this time. That is all information we have. Somebody came there and fired the shots at the bar.
Do you all know if any of the persons were a target?
We do not know. All these persons were inside at the bar at the time with other persons. We have several leads we are following it up, but nothing concrete to say what it is about at this time.
We will take our first break and be right back. Stay tuned.
Earn V-Bucks and get a chance to win a $10,000 homecation with Benny's. Quality and savings.
Design Depot, your all-in-one destination for transforming your living spaces. Explore the world of GE with our selection of cutting-edge appliances for functional, convenient, and modern living. Find solutions for every paint project, from home to industrial, with our extensive selection of Sherwin-Williams paints and coatings. Safeguard your home with the durability of our weather-resistant windows and doors. Elevate your kitchen and bath with the timeless elegance of Kohler sinks and faucets. Transform your space with our constantly refreshed tile inventory, always embracing the latest tile trends. Design Depot, all in one place.
As one of the largest cable and internet providers in Belize, CBC strives to provide our customers with the highest standards of quality, value, and service in all aspects of cable TV and internet. Monitoring our systems closely, our technicians combine creative planning and state-of-the-art technology with years of experience and training to develop and provide the most reliable and advanced cable and internet service to exceed your expectations. For CBC and our team of talented engineers, technicians, and customer service representatives, delivering less than the very best is never an option.
Looking to build or renovate? Find the inspiration you need in our showroom. First stop, the kitchen. Explore big name appliances, all built to make life easier. From there, let the lights guide you. But what about the finer details? We've got you covered. And to bring it all together, we've got tiles for every surface.
All available online.
Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
Start the new year with big savings on your 2025 property taxes. From January 1st to March 31st, 2025, the Belize City Council is offering incredible property tax discounts that you won't want to miss. Prepay your annual property tax by January 31st, 2025 and enjoy 15% off. Pay by February 28th and you'll save 10%. And if you pay by March 31st, you'll still enjoy a 5% discount. But wait, there's more. Senior citizens can enjoy a fantastic 35% discount upon full payment of property taxes for the property they reside on all year round. Please note, these discounts are available only to property owners who are up to date with their accounts. As you take advantage of this discount, we kindly remind all property owners of your responsibility to visit City Hall or utilize our online platform to complete your payments and to ensure your contact information is accurately updated in our system. For more details on these incentives, visit our Belize City Council Facebook page or give us a call at 227-3073, extension 261 or 264. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Today, the budget for fiscal year 2025-2026 was presented by the Prime Minister, the Honorable John Bersenio. The $1.7 billion budget was presented under the banner From Promise to Performance. Before getting into the budget, the Prime Minister spoke about the economic growth that was achieved by his government in their first term. The government ended the 2024-2025 fiscal year with a primary surplus equal to 1.48% of GDP and a modest overall deficit of 0.26%. For the 2025-2026 fiscal year, the budget projects $1.74 billion in revenue and $1.78 billion in expenditures, with a record $528.8 million allocated for capital projects.
That this is an administration that turns promise into performance. GDP has shrunk by 14.1%. Tens of thousands were without work, and tens of thousands more were underemployed. The salaries of public sector employees have been cut and the increments cancelled. The overall budget deficit stood at 8.4% of GDP for fiscal year 2020-21. Public debt at peak was estimated at 132% of GDP and projected to remain menacingly high at 111% all the way to 2031. And the most frightening assessment was this, and I quote, "External financing is expected to gradually decline over time, worsening reserve adequacy and threatening the sustainability of the currency peg," end of quote. Those were the IMF's words. That is what they reported in their assessment. In plain language, Belize faced default and devaluation. Those were the dire circumstances of our starting point. Look at where we are today and how far common sense, pocketbook policies have brought the country from promise to performance. In 2024, according to the recently published IMF data, the IMF, not us, Belize had the highest GDP growth rate in the Western Hemisphere at 8.2%, second only to the oil exporting nation of Guyana. With the success of last fiscal year under our belt, Cabinet and I proposed a balanced and targeted framework for the new fiscal year, which started on the 1st of April 2025. On the revenue side of the ledger, $1.74 billion is projected for revenue and grants, which is an increase of $94 million compared to the last period, or some 6% growth, to be achieved by continued economic growth and collection efficiencies. Of the $94 million, the largest increase, $53 million, is to come from a significant increase in bilateral and multilateral grants, with $34 million derived from recurrent revenue growth and $3 million in additional capital revenues. On the expenditure side, we propose $1.782 billion in total spending, of which $1.253 billion are recurrent in nature, and $528.8 million represent capital investments. In this budget cycle, $80 million previously classified as subsidies and transfers is being reclassified as what they truly are, which is personal emoluments. Therefore, for this fiscal year, $698 million. Let me repeat, for this fiscal year, $698 million is therefore allotted to salaries and pensions, representing 56% of total recurrent spending. 56% of every dollar that the government of Belize spends is spent on salaries and pensions. This total represents a net increase year on year of $63 million, or about 10%.
We will bring you more highlights from the Prime Minister's speech in our subsequent newscast. After the Prime Minister's 2-hour budget presentation, we called to put the Leader of the Opposition, the Honorable Tracy Panton, to get her initial reaction and thoughts on the new budget. According to Panton, while she hasn't had the chance to dive deeply into the numbers, she believes that the budget doesn't have any contingency plans if the economy was to take a hit due to the ongoing trade wars.
The figures jumped out at me, honestly. The devil is always in the details, and so I will reserve my comment on the budget presentation until the 26th when I respond. There seems to be quite a lot of money being invested in infrastructure, and my cursory look at the budget estimates suggests that where it matters for the Belizean people, in education, in health, in housing, there are going to be some serious adjustments in terms of the government's investment. So we wait and see. I haven't looked at the figures, and I think it's very important for me to do that so that I can give a informed response to you. Ultimately, there has been, in my cursory review of the estimates, in listening to the Prime Minister this morning, there's no contingency planning for what happens. For example, with the global trade wars that are imminent and the impact that will have on our economy. There is no indication of how we are going to deal in a holistic way the energy crisis that we're already feeling the implications of. Those kinds of things. So those things matter to the Belizean people. You know, he talked about 40%, 45% of the budget being used for emoluments and pensions, and yet we have the teachers crying out because they are not being paid, even at the current levels. So there's lots to review, there's lots to analyze, and there's lots that we will respond to come the 26th of May.
We also asked the leader of the opposition for her thoughts on the Belize National Teacher Union's protests that took place last week Friday in the capital city of Batampan. Teachers have been clamoring for an increase in their wages, especially after seeing the salary increase that CEOs received. According to the leader of the opposition, she stands on the side of the teachers as there was no justification for CEOs to receive such an increase.
Under a UDP administration, there was a salary increase for teachers. I think it was 30% over a period of time. And I think that the concerns of the teachers is not limited to an increase, but is to ensure that what is due them now um, is being paid and paid in a timely manner. Um, I think there can be a graduated approach to how increases are given, and certainly there cannot be increases for CEOs and for the CABSEC without considering how that impacts the overall pay scale of the public service.
What do you make of the Prime Minister's argument that increasing the CEO's salary was only 300,000 added to the budget, whereas the teachers would be adding 63, 64 million?
Certainly that has to be a consideration, but why do the CEOs need an increase? What is the justification for giving the CEOs an increase? Even the CEO of education could not speak to the reason she got that increase. As far as she was concerned, they offered it to her and she took it. The public officers and the teachers are the movers and shakers of our economy, the movers and shakers in our country. They protect and provide public services to the people of Belize, and their concerns must be taken into account.
Will the former era representative of Mesopotamia, Moses Shine Barrow, take the Honorable Lee Mark Chang to court over the March 12th election results? According to reports, Barrow is heavily considering it, given Justice Honduras' ruling that Panton's Unity Convention was illegal. Barrow alleges that due to the illegality of the convention, Lee Mark Chang was not properly appointed to run under the UDP banner in Mesop. Today, we spoke to the Honorable Lee Mark Chang, who stated that if the matter is taken to court, he is confident in a victory.
If he takes me to court or takes us to court, it is what it is, and the court will decide what is our fate.
Do you feel as if though, if it does end up before a judge, there might be it could reach as far as having a by-election call?
First of all, the word fraud, when it's the claim, we went in as UDP candidates, and the constituents that we not win by 1 or 2 votes, we win by 2 to 1, right? If I have to do it again, it will happen again, right? And it'll be the same verdict, just that it'll look bad again after that.
The leader of the opposition, the Honorable Panton, was also asked about the situation. Here's what she had to say.
That's his prerogatives. I don't usually respond to madmen. I think he's a madman. There was no fraud, as he alleges, but the legal system is there for any citizen of this country to utilize as they see fit. So that's entirely his prerogative.
While the Honorable Teresa Panton is the leader of the opposition, there is still controversy over who the leader of the United Democratic Party is. Moses Shine Barrow is claiming that he is the leader of the party, but the reports suggest that the majority of the party disagrees, considering that Shine was not even re-elected in the recent general elections. The only way forward appears to be a leadership convention, but that can only come after an NPC is held. Over the weekend, Panton submitted petitions to Alberto August, urging him to call for the NPC immediately before court action is sought.
The Panton is going nowhere. I am here to fight to ensure that the democracy in this country prevails. I am going to fight to the best of my ability to ensure that the needs and concerns of the people are heard. Alberta August, as the Vice Chairman status quo ante, has a duty, an obligation, a responsibility to convene the NPC. It has been petitioned, so he has no discretion where that is concerned. I will not be held hostage to a Vice Chairman status quo ante who refuses to do his job. I will not be undermined by a Vice Chairman status quo ante, and I will certainly not yield to a madman.
So what's the next steps if the NPC meeting isn't called?
I believe the NPC meeting will be called. If the NPC meeting is not called, we will have to take the matter to court and have the court compel Mr. August to hold the NPC meeting. I have the confidence and support of my colleagues. I certainly have support of the public at large. I will not be held hostage. I will not be undermined. And Mr. August has a duty and a responsibility to execute. And if he loves the party as much as I believe he does, and as much as he advocates that he does, he will call the NPC.
Roaring Creek resident Moises Garbut has been reported missing by his family after last being seen on Saturday, May 10th. According to Garbut's family, he was last seen at around 9 p.m. on Saturday night, and since then, Garbut hasn't gone home or been in contact with his relatives. His family raised concerns about his whereabouts because they say it is unlike him to go missing or lose contact with his loved ones. Currently, a police report has been filed regarding his disappearance. Garbut has been described as a 5'9" Creole man with shoulder-length afro hair and several tattoos on his shoulder, hands, and chest. The public has been asked to keep any information regarding his whereabouts to his sister at 673-7679. We'll take our last break. Be right back.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
Smart is enhancing your mobile experience to keep you connected like never before.
We're rolling out LTE Band 4 to give you faster speeds and upgraded mobile performance. Our service enhancements are rolling out in phases across various key locations. These phased service upgrades are underway, and we're committed to keeping you informed every step of the way. With cutting-edge technology, this powerful boost will increase your internet experience, making downloads, streaming, and browsing smoother and faster. Whether you're at home, on the go, or at work, you'll feel the difference.
So stay tuned for more updates as we continue expanding to give you the best service possible. Because at Smart, we're not just keeping you connected, we've got you covered. Smart, bringing people together.
Electricity is essential for everyday life, but behind every outlet, a lot is happening to bring you safe, reliable, and sustainable energy. Let's start at the beginning. Independent power producers across Belize generate electricity using a mix of renewable and non-renewable resources. Electricity travels across a network of high-voltage transmission lines capable of transmitting electricity across long distances. Electricity then reaches your nearest substation, where it is adjusted to a lower voltage, making it safe to travel on the distribution lines you see in your community. From there, electricity makes its final journey from the distribution lines to your home.
providing you with safe and reliable power when you need it. Belize Electricity Limited. We continue to serve you.
Explore the great outdoors with Benny's quality and savings.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness donated 6 ultra-low volume foggers to the Vector Control Unit. Today marks the beginning of Caribbean Mosquito Awareness Week, and under the theme, Stop Disease Transmission, Start Source Reduction, this campaign, focusing on the growing threat of mosquito-borne diseases such as dengue, Zika, chikungunya, and malaria, aims to reduce mosquito breeding sites with the help of the community. As part of this campaign, the Ministry of Health and Wellness handed over 6 ultra-low volume foggers to each district's vector control unit, strengthening efforts to combat mosquito-borne diseases. Valued at $170,000, the equipment will enhance the program's capacity ahead of the rainy season, and with the inclusion of the new foggers, the program's fleet of spraying units will be brought up to 20, further expanding the reach and frequency of mosquito control services across the country. Beginning today, the Moments art exhibit by mother and son duo Rachel Huchner and 20-year-old Dean Martin will be at the Bliss Center for Performing Arts all week. This exhibit, featuring 30 original works by the mother and son duo, captures scenes of daily life, aiming to preserve both the mundane and meaning fragments of Belizean culture. This exhibit, running from May 12th to 17th, is open to the public for free, starting at 6 p.m. and ending at 9 p.m. Our colleagues in Belize City spoke to the mother, Rachel Huchner, who told them more about the exhibit and its importance.
Paintings between myself and my son. So we have been working on a few pieces over the past year, you would say, and then coming towards the end, I came up with the theme Moments, because when you paint, you basically capture a moment in time. So it's, like every snippet is a moment from life, from walking down Albert Street to a lady making some Johnny cakes, or the people just walking, just doing life. Life happens every second. It's very important because a lot of my clientele are Belizeans that are living abroad. So they will look at things and they go, oh my goodness, that's my street, that's where I lived, and so on. So it's important for me to try and find iconic spots throughout the city, or even moments or things that people could relate to that resonates with them, but also resonate with me. It have to touch me first. I did this based on Hophius was closing down after so many years, and there's a lot of buildings on Albert Street, William Kwan, Brody's, Romax, not there anymore, Odette's. I stopped in by Sikafi the other day, and the history that all of these, they're not just buildings, There's so much stories and memories that resonates with people here, and especially those that live abroad. You know, they miss Belize. People live abroad, but they love their Belize. He works along with me because they have a very keen and sharp eye for detail. So sometimes he might see something that's off, or he might be, Mommy, the perspective is a little bit off. You know, the colors are not working right. So we work a little bit together on that. And in doing that, he gets to learn a little bit about the history of Belize. Like we did one with St. Mary's and that structure that's up in front of the church. But I thought it related to the church. It was actually a fire bell. And in learning about it and speaking with my dad, I learned a really interesting little story about my great-grandfather who did something a little bit uncanny, had somebody ring the bell so that he could win an auction. And it was just funny, you know, but learning about that kind of history, those things come back up. It's beautiful, and I think he's beginning to appreciate Belize from that standpoint as well. So the exhibit opens this evening at 6 p.m. Here at the Bliss. It's a free event, and like I was telling you guys earlier, I don't feel people should have to pay to look at art. You know, I guess museums, they charge you to go in because they need to maintain the place, but come and enjoy the art, just like how you enjoy music, you enjoy poetry. You know, it's an aesthetic that animals don't have. We could enjoy stuff like that. So come. If you want to take something home, then there's a little fee to it.
And that's the news. Thank you for joining us from all of us here at Plus TV. Have a good night and God bless.